Aw. Hello, handsome.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Most Amazing Top 10. I'm your host, Che Arena. Are you guys ready for it? When all of us and the boys get suited up to take on Area 51 and unlock all the alien secrets, it's all going down September 20th, and if you're a real one, you're gonna be there. This is going to be the event of a lifetime, and at the end, we're gonna have jetpacks and portal guns, and a bunch of us are gonna know what it's like to bang an alien. And I guess the biggest question is, after the sun is set and all the Kyles, Karens, cheek clappers, Naruto runners are finally victorious, what is actually going to be inside the secret military base? That's why we got today's list of top 10 scary items that could be in Area 51. Make sure you stick around until the end of the video because I'm going to be reading out comments from the top 10 scary Rick and Morty theories video. As always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell. Also, make sure you follow Most Amazing Top 10 on Instagram and Facebook because there's a ton of more content over there, and it's a great way to get to know myself and the other hosts just a little bit better. And without taking any longer, let's get into this list. So number 10 on the list is sexy aliens. I've thought of it, you've thought of it, there's been 1,000 memes about it. What happens if we storm Area 51 and there's a bunch of sexy aliens in there that give you weird feelings in your pantalones? This would really shake up the dating scene because I know at least one of you guys out there is gonna try and sleep with one of these sexy googas. Hey, and it might be cool, like every time Captain Kirk did it in Star Trek. Captain Kirk laid more pipe across the universe than BP oil with a hyperdrive. But what if you catch some sort of weird alien STD that turns your junk into a squid and then you have to keep it moist or your little ding dong is gonna fall off? Or what if you fall in love with your new hot space lady and then you try to get married but people protest it and then you gotta legalize alien human marriage? So much stress. But I guess if no one else wants to smooch the drop dead star lady, I'll take one for the team. Number 9. That one alien that was in containment for a reason. So my fellow Area 51 attackers, when we inevitably break down the walls and free our oppressed alien friends, the first thing we're probably going to do is start opening doors. So there is a chance that we're going to let something out that was locked up for a reason. You could bust open a containment cell thinking you're going to get a plasma rifle, and then the next thing that pops out is something that looks like Cthulhu crossed with the devil, and it's grabbing all your friends and shoving them up its butt because that's where it keeps its food for later. Just remember, we should find the guidebook to all the secret rooms before we start opening doors, so we don't accidentally wake up Dracula and then start the end of mankind. Number 8. Teleportation devices. If there's anything I'm certain of, it's that there has to be some sort of experimental teleportation device locked away in that secret base. And once I get my hands on it, you'll never need to sit on an 8-hour flight with a screaming baby again. You want to go to Cuba? We're there in a second. You want to go across the universe and play some super cool alien video games? Yeah, we'll do that in a snap. When this thing is out in the wild, we're gonna tear down the car, airplane, bus, and every other transportation industry. It's only super cool teleporting from here on out. And it would be so much better for the environment. We would be giving the world a better way to travel and saving Mother Nature all at the same time. It's so beautiful. The only rule for the teleportation machine is no creepers. If you blink into someone's bedroom or pop into their shower, your teleportation rights are taken away for life. No questions asked. Number 7. A doomsday device. I'm talking about like a mega weapon. Something that makes a nuclear warhead look like one of my farts after Taco Tuesday. Something like a little watch that when you press a button on it, a giant laser shoots down from a satellite and melts a whole town. Or maybe some bioengineered super virus that's like Ebola on steroids and 6 cups of coffee, like me right now. If there's such a thing that exists, it's definitely in Area 51 and we could find it. I hope if there is a doomsday device, it's something that incapacitates a whole town but does it in a nice way, like turns everyone into ducks. Yeah, like a giant duck ray that turns a whole country of hardworking people trying to get that bread into a bunch of mallards who only live well, also to get that bread. Number 6. Genetically engineered super kids. Test tube babies. What would happen if you raised a kid in a completely controlled environment with no variables and every part of their life was scheduled? Kids that were genetically engineered in a lab to be perfect in every way. From the time they were hatched out of their little pods, their brains are programmed for whatever you want them to do. These kids would be like Jason Bourne times 1 million. This one I could definitely believe. Why wait for the perfect soldier to join the army when you could just grow one from scratch? If you had a baby perfectly made in a lab from the time it was born, you could potentially make the perfect person. Or at least you could keep trying until you got it right, and then you just throw the bad ones out into the desert, I guess. Number 5. Spaceships. This one is guaranteed. If we all go into Area 51 and there's no spaceships, I'll be so choked. Like, dude, what the hell, Area 51? You had one job and you blew it. Imagine we raid the whole place and the only vehicle in there is a 1997 Toyota Corolla with some guy named Fred who's just trying to get her going, but she just doesn't want to start. But for sure, there's gonna be a super speed flying saucer that we can jack and start traveling across the world. I would love that. We could start an MTV show called Party Saucer, where we use the tractor beam to pull random people off the street into the UFO. They get inside and it's a massive rave. Or we could just do a huge food tour across the whole world. Traveling at these speeds, we could do the whole thing in like a weekend. Number 4, the gravity reactor. Okay, with all the crazy stuff we talked about on this list, this one is actually openly talked about by people who claim to have worked at Area 51. If you want a detailed breakdown on this, start researching Bob Lazar. He's a scientist who said he's worked hands-on with one of these devices. I'm going to try and explain it, but remember, I'm dumb, so I really don't even understand what I'm saying. So this reactor uses an element called element 115, which allows the reactor to bend gravity. With this, you can create gravity in front of the reactor and move at insane speeds. It can also distort light and become invisible. This reactor could be used on weapons and ships, and again, I really have no idea what I'm talking about, so if you want more info, look up Bob Lazar. There's a whole Rogan episode with him in it. Number 3, space weapons. There's got to be some closet somewhere packed with every made up space movie weapon ever. We can bust them all out and finally see which one is better. All meet in the center of the base and duel it out. Energy swords versus lightsabers, gravity gun versus portal gun. We could spend weeks in there just trying out all these different weapons. I know I would want some sort of power armor or Iron Man suit, not to fight anyone with though, just love getting around a little easier and opening jars of pickles. Number 2, all the presidents. A big rumor on the internet is that if you become an American president, you never die. You are given a super secret live forever formula and you get to live out your days in secrecy. Now you can travel the world and do whatever you want with unlimited access to money and resources. But every president must return to Area 51 to get juiced up again with this super secret live forever formula. I mean, it seems like a pretty sweet deal. And number 1 on our list, a time machine. Alright, time for the big one, guys. What would any of us want more than a time machine? You could become some sort of time lord and change the world as you see fit. Go back and ask that girl out that you were too scared to. Take all your parents' money and invest it in Amazon stocks. Or just try what a peach tastes like before we sucked all the nutrients out of the soil. I think if I had a time machine, I would go way back to like caveman time and just bring some dope belongings and then become their god. They would pray to me all day and bring me like sweet pelts and stuff. Either that or go way into the future where everyone's hooked up to like virtual reality paradises, and then I would just get plugged in and then leave all you guys behind. Live my perfect life in the virtual world. Or I might take the time machine and then just go back in time 5 minutes and kiss myself on the lips, just because saying that I think made a lot of you guys uncomfortable. And now as promised, I'm gonna read out some comments from the top 10 scary Rick and Morty theories video. Let's get into it. Fan wrote, roses are dead, love is fake, weddings are funerals with a cake. A Rick Sanchez classic quote. Thank you so much for reminding us that nothing matters and everything stinks. Mwah. Luis Chavez wrote, is no one gonna point out that he keeps saying C32 instead of C37? I mean, he got it right one time. I apologize, there's so many things to remember in this multiverse thing, so I was doing my best. It's very easy for me to get confused, but will you please accept my apology? Save me in the comments. Lone Wolf wrote, the alcoholic wonder? Can I use that? Please. As long as you don't use it to describe me, it's yours. Well everyone, that's our list. Thank you all so much for tuning in. As always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell. If you have anything you would like to say to me or comments on the video, leave them in the comment section below. Also, make sure you follow Most Amazing Top 10 on Instagram and Facebook. It's a great way to get to know myself and the other hosts just a little bit better. Until next time, I've been Che Arena, and you can catch me at Area 51 on September 20th in the cheek clapping gang.